What's going on YouTube? Today in this video we're going to be ranking every single hero and villain in Battlefront 2 according to HVV at least. So we're going to see who's going to be at the top and who's going to be at the bottom. This is all according to HVV. So I'm going to be breaking down each and every single hero and villain and kind of like sharing their weaknesses and strengths at the same time. So let's see, and let's kick this off. So S to F. So in F tier, first off, I'm gonna put Boba Fett. Boba Fett in F tier and HUV. His damage output isn't the greatest. Anakin player could just pull you from just across the map, and you're dead. Okay, you're dead. There's no fighting it. You can try to jetpack away, but his health isn't high to begin with, and it is only going to take 3 swings from him. So Boba Fett, based off his nerf, if they ever, I'm not even sure if a buff would even help him at this point. But Boba at F for now, because of the nerf to his barrage, and the concussion missile is useless, at least against Saber heroes. And the Bastard Disabler doesn't even work. So Boba Fett in F tier. Next in F right now, I'm going to put Bossk. Bossk is just, right now, completely broken. His Predator Resilience, not Predator Resilience, what is his Predator Instinct? Doesn't even work for the proper duration. It only lasts like 8 seconds and then it just stops working. And one of his cards, the multi-traps, doesn't even work. Bossk is only really good if you have other, like 2 or 3 other good teammates inside of HVV to like take the heat off of him a little bit, and then he can kind of get the job done. But even then, you still have better options available to you on the dark side. So Bossk just completely broken right now. His damage output isn't good. He doesn't even have a headshot multiplier with his Railby or whatever. So for that reason, the Trandoshan goes to the bottom tier trash. Okay, so next F tier, Leia Organa, and I love Leia. She has some of the best outfits in the game. Like, she has the Princess Leia outfit. She has the, what is it? I don't even know how you say it. The Boosh, the legendary one from when she rescued Han. She has the Endor. She has Hoth, which should be a basic skin, but it's whatever. But I contemplated putting her in C tier. She could go C or F because her base blaster, the pistol or whatever, has the 3 bursts. It gives out pretty good damage. But she has that flash grenade, and then she has a squash shield ability. And then her middle ability, the EE3, is quite alright. I would actually prefer just the base pistol over the EE3. But and then yeah. So if she encounters a Saber hero, like, there's 0 chance she's winning that fight. 0 chance. Like, if she encounters even if she encounters like a Boba Fett, there's like a 50-50 chance. It depends on the person's aim. But if she encounters a Vader, a Palpatine, or a Iden, a Darth Maul, Kylo, any Saber hero, she's done. She has no type of defensive ability besides that flash grenade, and that doesn't even work well. So for that reason, Leia in F tier. Next I think that's it for F tier. I'm gonna move up to C tier now. For C tier, I'm gonna start off with Chewbacca. Chewbacca, his damage drop off for his bowcaster, it is slow firing, but the Chewbacca, it can go through blocks, the bowcaster, and he has lots of damage output, except for his only downfall is at far ranges, and if a saber hero gets close to him and he doesn't have any abilities, then that's when Chewbacca is just dead meat. But if you know how to like string together his abilities and know when to use them and how to save them and conserve them, then Chewbacca is actually really good in Heroes vs. Villains. And he counters Palpatine too. Like whenever you see like a cheesy Palpatine user, everybody knows Palpatine is like OP right now. You could just pick Chewie against him, and this is a good counter to Palpatine and Phasma also. So Chewbacca in C tier. Next, I'm gonna put Captain Phasma. She can go higher in HVV just because that stupid droid or whatever is just very good. It works very good in HVV, but that's the only reason she gets C tier in HVV. Other than that, and her blaster can like go across long distances and still damage opponents, so she's pretty good at that. She can take out like 2 heroes at once by herself if they're not very good, which usually they are, so she gets C tier. Next in C, we have Finn. Finn, he isn't all that bad in HVV. He can counter Boba. He can counter Palpatine. A little bit of Palpatine, as long as he has his dead shot. Or Deadeye ability, not dead shot. Other than that, yeah, you really just pick him up for his Deadeye, because his other abilities aren't all that good, except for like taking your teammates off of cooldowns. But and his actually his undercover team, his the Glee 44, it works pretty well against heroes for some reason. But yeah, so not much to say about Finn. He's C tier. B tier, my boy Lando. Lando. Okay. Lando, he has a good stun. He has a good pistol. He has the best appearances in the game. That's kind of why I'm putting him up so high. But yeah, Lando, he gets B tier. A lot of people don't know this, but his smoke grenade isn't actually useless. It actually breaks saber lock, so they can't really lock onto you. If you use that to your advantage against a saber hero, like you can take down a lot of people that are really good at the game. Like Lando is very underrated. He's a solid B tier. He's really good in HVV, and plus he has that what is it? Sharp shot. What's the name of this ability? Trying to think of the name. Yeah, sharp shot. Yeah, he can stun heroes. He could take down a full health Vader with his disabler. So not much to say about Lando either. B tier, best appearances in the game, by the way. Okay. Next up we have Yoda. Judge me by my size, do you? Yoda, he's pretty good. He has Unleash. He has agility, which goes the agility star card, or the dashes, which go through blocks. He has one of the best blocks in the game. He has presence that can boost his health. The only downfall of Yoda is his range. He doesn't have very good range on his lightsaber attacks. So, but when he does, he's actually really good. But that range just isn't very good for like a saber hero. Other than that, Yoda would probably be A or maybe even S tier. Well, not S tier, but A tier at least. But because of the range, he gets B tier. So next up in B tier, we have Darth Maul for HVV. And a lot of people are not going to agree with me on this one, but Darth Maul and HVV, he just isn't very good unless you're using him on a map where you could just like throw people off of a ledge. But the only thing Darth Maul has going for him is his speed. Like, you have to, when you play Darth Maul, you have to use his speed to your advantage. If you don't use his speed, you're gonna die. Darth Maul, he's B tier. He was almost C tier because he doesn't have any damage output. He doesn't have any type of health. Darth Maul, he just I don't know. It may be just me, but his damage output just isn't very good. Yeah, so Darth Maul and B tier. The only thing going for him is the speed. Let's see. In B tier, we have Iden Versio. Similar to Lando, she just has the stun. She has her alternate fire, which goes through blocks and can damage people really well. But again, if a saber hero comes up on her, and they avoid the stun that she has, then she's kind of like dead meat also. So she gets B tier for HVV. I think that's it for B tier. Yeah. Okay, so A tier. The Count Dooku. Count Dooku goes into A tier because he has one of the fastest time to kills in the game. He has the duelist ability, which just gives him crazy amounts of damage. He can 1v1 any hero in the game and win. As long as no one interferes, but that's rare in HGV. But not much to say about Count either. He's just all around balanced and just good damage output, pretty good health, pretty good blocking, and just really good all around. Next up is Grievous, General Grievous. Very high damage output. The Claw Rush can get you out of sticky situations and can actually open up opportunities for you to attack the other team. Like, if you're anything like me and it's always kind of like a 3v4, and not a 3v4, a 1v4, then Grievous can actually like Claw Rush and like knock over the full team and like kind of get himself up out of there until your teammates respond. And that's really helpful actually. So Grievous, and he has good damage output. And the unrelenting advance is really good too against people who don't know what they're doing and just swing spam you the whole time. So Grievous and A tier. Han Solo, Han Solo was almost an S tier. Almost. A good Han Solo player can mess up a whole HVV game for you if you're not careful. You have to kind of like go for him if he's really good, because he can like wipe out a full squad because his damage output with his pistol is really good. Then he has the Detonite charge, but then once you get up close on him, he has not the broad shoulders, that shoulder rush or whatever, and that can just, it's very annoying to play against a good Han Solo player. You kind of like have to like gang up on him a little bit. Like, you have to, unless you're like Grievous and you could just use your unrelenting advance and then just walk straight into him. I think Grievous is the best counter to Han Solo. But Han Solo, he can counter everybody. Not everybody. He can counter OP Palpatine right here. He can do pretty good against Vader. Kylo, he does okay against him. But Han Solo is by far the best blaster hero right now. And for that reason, he gets A tier. Okay, so also in A tier, we have Rey. She has focused insight, which doubles her stamina. Doubles her damage a little bit. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Does it double her damage? I'm not sure. But she has Mind Trick, which that doubles her damage. Yeah. The Mind Trick and the Focus Sight double her damage and doubles her stamina. And if you know what you're doing in a saber fight, she is really good. Really good. And plus she has that dash, what is it called? What's that dash called? Dash strike, yeah. That's really good. So yeah, Rey and A tier. Not much to say about her either. She's just all around good. She's kind of like Count Dooku, just very balanced. Let's see. In A tier, next up is Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, the undisputed king of defense in HVV and Galactic Assault. If you're facing a team of 4 people if you use this, what is it? What's that star card called? Safeguard and Perfect Defense. They are not getting to Obi-Wan. They will not be able to reach him. You can just Obi-Wan, he's very nice to use. I can't see any downfalls of Obi-Wan besides like his all-out push takes very long to charge up, or his defensive rush is kind of useless in HVV a little bit unless you're facing a blaster hero maybe. But even then, you just close the distance by just pushing them. Defensive rush isn't very. It's okay. It's like average or below average in HVV. Obi-Wan very solid in HVV, so A tier for him. A tier, Kylo Ren, one of the best HVV villains because he does so much damage. If you slap on his Resilience star card, which gives him a 20% damage boost and a 10% damage reduction, then that is just it's very good. Kylo Ren, he's fast. He can kind of 1v1 people. 1v1 any hero also. He's kind of like Dooku a little bit. The only person he can't really... you can 1v1 Anakin, but it's whatever. Kylo Ren, he's really good in HVV. Next in A tier is Luke. Almost in S tier also. Luke is he's a great balance between speed and damage output. His damage output is insane. If he gets behind you, he can put out a lot of damage very fast. Like, Luke is just crazy with the damage. So Luke in A tier, he's just really solid all around. Really fast. S tier. I think that's it for A tier. So S tier. Vader, Palpatine, Anakin. Vader is the only one that I really like in S tier because he's actually kind of you can counter Vader. Vader isn't like broken like these other two. These two are broken. Anakin is just overpowered. Palpatine is just overpowered. They need to nerf both of them. Palpatine is just so annoying to go against. He has the chain lightning ability, which is just crazy. It can just bounce from every single target on the map. The Then he has the, what is it, dark aura, or the force cloud, or whatever dark aura, which just engulfs everybody on your team. Then he has the electrocute, which stuns you. Then he has one of the best dash in the game, which just goes through everything. Then he has a high jump, which you just can't reach him with. And then he's just very fast, and his base lightning attack just auto aims and locks onto you from across the whole map. So, and it has crazy damage. And then Anakin, he has the pull, which pulls you across the map, and then he has the heroic might, which hits you twice once he pulls you, and then he has the passionate strike, which goes through your block, and then he has retribution, which chokes you and does extra damage. Then on top of that, he has as much damage, base damage, as Vader. And then what else? What am I missing anything here, or? These two are just very crazy. Vader is the only one deserving of S tier. Ever since Christmas came, a lot of new players just came into HVV and they just start picking him. And it's just very annoying. And then they just send you messages and call you trash when they pick. All they do is pick Anakin and Palpatine the whole time. You aren't even good at it. It's whatever. But Palpatine and Anakin are the OP ones. They need to be nerfed. But Vader is the only one truly deserving of S tier. These two are just completely broken at the moment. In HVV and in Galactic Assault. I know a lot of people would be like, no, he's not all that good inside of HVV for Anakin. But Palpatine, the only way, whenever you see a Palpatine, just pick Chewie or Lando or Han Solo, so you can just counter him. That's his only weakness. It's not because the Saber hero can't chase him. Then he'd take out a full team of Saber heroes very fast, unless it's Anakin. Because if he dashes back, the Anakin is just going to pull him. But his damage output is just crazy. So. These three in S tier. I think Vader is probably the best hero in the game, though. Or not the best hero, the best villain, I mean. He's the most fun to play to me, at least. Oh, not the most fun to play, but if you see a Vader, you just gotta be careful. If he's very good, you gotta be careful. So yeah, this is my tier list right here of every single hero and villain in Battlefront 2 based off of the game mode, heroes versus villains. If you agree or disagree, let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And see you next time.